about my project today. This is for ITLS 6560, and this is a project that I have designed. So, my project scope. Financial clients have a lot of questions about constantly changing investment world. When financial planners have to answer clients' questions one-on-one, it's time-consuming and often not directly profitable. So I'm going to research, design, record, edit, and release podcast episodes that will inform clients on various financial topics which commonly come up. Podcasts are a great cost-effective way to reach clients, as a lot of people listen to them, and we're hoping that we can make these topics interesting and relevant to our clients. I'm going to take the Kanban approach, and this approach is going to work well because there are 4 different people who can work on this project. Depending on how much time they have, they can work on tasks simultaneously. So I like this approach because people can grab a task, work on it for as long as they can, maybe complete it, maybe it's in progress, maybe somebody else finishes it, but this way we can get the project rolling and everyone can work on it when they can. Let's see, the platform I'm going to use is it's called Teamwork, and I've been really impressed with their dashboard. I also really like their Kanban cards, and I like how easy it is for all team members to record their work and expenses. It does a really good job keeping track of all those things. There are going to be 3 simultaneous projects that I'll be working on: researching and purchasing podcasting equipment, developing podcast format, developing podcast subject list, and connecting financial advisors to subjects for writing scripts and recording. Once those 3 are finished, we can record the podcast, edit it, and release it to our clients. The first 3 tasks will be done over a period of 2 months, and the dates will be listed on the Kanban cards. Progress can be monitored on the dashboard. This is just an example of when you do work on it, then it gets marked on the timeline. You can go ahead and bill it, and it all shows up on the platform. The final task, we will have a window of 1 month to complete. So the whole thing should be done in 3 months, and we're going to start on June 1st. So all team members can perform all tasks with the exception of Theo, who is our IT specialist, and he will be listed when he needs to be involved, will be listed on the Kanban card. So other people can pull that task and work on it, but sometimes he needs to be consulted, especially when it comes to purchasing equipment and testing it out and editing the podcast. So we are going to have a team meeting on Mondays and Thursdays for 45 minutes at 9:15 a.m. And we're doing that just to answer any questions that people might have and keep our platform information up to date. Our total budget is $10,000. We have $5,245 going to personnel or bill, like people's hours, and then the rest, $4,755, is going to other costs such as equipment, software, and the things we need to purchase. So Teamwork is going to help us keep track. As team members work on tasks, they will input their hours as well as other expenses. For this project, we're not worrying about indirect labor costs. The executive sponsor just wants us to keep track of wages and equipment that we purchase. So as far as our information system, Teamwork collects data and does a really good job storing it. So throughout this project and at the end, we will use and analyze the data that we get. We would like to know how much time we've spent on this project and different tasks, and also who's been most involved. One thing is when we have our bi-weekly meetings, we're going to use Google Docs for meeting notes, and that will be a good way for people to reference things if they forget. So as far as communication goes, we're going to use Google Docs like we already talked about, and then we also would like to use company email as much as possible, but when it's something that everybody needs to know, we're going to use our Slack channel that we have set up. The teamwork website will mostly be used to communicate what tasks and budgeting and who's working on what, but sometimes things come up, so we'll use those other methods to keep in communication with each other. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thanks.